The hut's amazing, but you're missing out if you don't get out and explore this area. Good morning. It was an early start for me this morning. I was on the track just after sunrise. Not that I've actually seen the sun yet. It's pretty dark and pretty rainy. I wanted to be on the track early because I have got an action-packed, adventurous and pretty unique experience planned for this overnight adventure. The spot that we're heading to is about a 2.5 to 3 hour walk alongside this river through this beautiful bush. It's raining and the rain is due to set in and get harder and harder as the morning progresses. So I'm attempting to get to our location before the worst of the weather sets in. The Manson Nicholls Department of Conservation Hut, which is in the Lewis Pass alongside Lake Daniel in New Zealand, is an accessible and really popular overnight destination, especially with families and large groups. In the summertime, it's almost always booked out, and even in winter, like now, it's very unusual to find that you're the only person staying there. But this weather seems to have put people off, and at this stage I'm the only one booked in, and that's what's going to make it unique. It is so rare to be able to stay in a popular modern New Zealand hut and have it all to yourself. Isn't this amazing? This is the most luxurious place I've ever stayed in on my channel. Honestly, I have this whole place to myself. There's running water, there's toilets, composting toilets. There are lights. Apparently there are solar lights, but they're not working. So I don't know whether at the end of the busy summer period they switch that off. There's a timer on the wall, but it's not working, so that's okay. We just have to manage without that. The lights. The other thing that's amazing, never before on my channel, in all 98 videos that I've done, have I ever arrived somewhere and the wood has been pre-chopped waiting for me. This is such a treat. There's a big wood shed out the back, And apparently, so a sign here says the firewood that's supplied in this hut has been flown in by helicopter. So it's been flown in at great expense. So they ask you just to be respectful about how you use it. I'll leave the water boiling and I'm going to show you around. Kitchen area, obviously. And the dining space. And then there's 2 bunk rooms. This one here is the biggest one. And then through here you have another bunk room. I think I'm going to stay in here because this spot here is the most spacious, and it's the lightest and airiest, and it's also the closest one to the fire. So hopefully that room will be a little bit warmer than the other one. So we've got this lovely entrance area, which is fantastic because you can hang your stuff up there. These are the toilets. Unfortunately, this door was open when I arrived, so the floor is really wet in this one. So we'll shut that. Awesome. Whole lot of wood there. Just love this spot here. You can sit outside, eat outside if you want to. Just imagine this on a beautiful warm summer's evening with a whole lot of friends. Fantastic, wouldn't it? So I thought there was an outdoor fire pit. Over there underneath that picnic bench there's like a collection of rocks, and you can see that there was an old foundation for a fire pit, but I think they've taken it out, which is really disappointing. I was so looking forward to an outdoor fire tonight, but I think I have another plan. Let's go exploring. Isn't it beautiful? The hut's amazing, but you're missing out if you don't get out and explore this area. Don't stay inside the whole time if you come here. This is gorgeous. Yes. This is a fungus that grows on dead beech trees, and it's commonly known as, I think it's horseshoe fungus, maybe it's horsehoof, I think it's horseshoe, and the Māori name for that, I think, and I'm going to have to put it up on the screen if I'm wrong, I think it's putawa. This fungus is a fantastic firelighter. It really holds the ember. So you have to dry it out, like as it is now. It's not going to be great, but once you've dried it out, the stuff inside is really good at catching a spark. this for a lunch spot? Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. I've brought my rain tarp with me, and thank goodness I have, because it was so clear and now we have thick clouds moving in from behind us. So I have a feeling the tarp is going to be going up soon. But before it rains, I'm going to go and collect a bit of firewood, because I would love to have a little fire here. It is the middle of winter. It's the 26th of June. We're almost in the middle of winter in New Zealand. And it's actually cold. So I'm going to light a small fire on the beach here and have some lunch and just sit and soak this in. Like new. This literally arrived in the post just before I left, so I just grabbed it out, thought I'd sort it out when I got here. You guys see that? It's quite hard to see when they go across to the darker part of the lake, but that was a trout. And in case you're wondering, yes, I did think about bringing my fishing rod and getting a one-day fishing license, but it's not fishing season, so sadly no fishing for me today. You're not supposed to bring wood from the hut to light outdoor fires, but I did sneak a tiny bit. It's only a tiny bit. I mostly follow the rule. That's me to a T. I mostly follow rules. A couple of pieces of kindling, I'm sure, won't matter. New Zealand has very strict and very specific outdoor fire lighting rules, and they can be a little bit tricky to understand, but
I'll explain them to you shortly. Magic little pump is the Flextail 5.0. I'll put some information in the description part of the video if you're interested. Great way to stoke the fire after you've inflated your hiking mat. This is so lovely.
so moody. I absolutely love this spot. This would make a primo tenting spot. For a moment I was thinking, oh man, I really should have just stayed here tonight. And I did think about it. I knew that it was possible to get around this side, and I wondered whether you'd be able to camp. But given that we've got really heavy rain coming tomorrow morning, I really don't want to pack down in the rain. So I'm glad that I'm staying in the hut. And that fireplace tonight is going to be so good. It's probably gone out now, but I'll stoke it up as soon as we get back. It'll be good. Just look at that, isn't it moody? You think you've seen a view before and then it changes. That's what I love. I love the water and I love the mountains because everything changes. One minute it's clear, next minute it's raining, and it's cloudy and moody. You can't even see the hut.
I didn't end up needing it.
But it's always good to have the peace of mind of knowing you've got protection from the weather. Oh man, it is very, very dark in the forest. I'll show you what it's like without the flash on. I've got a couple of lights with me, but my eyes have adjusted. It's quite nice walking in the dark. The cloud has completely covered over the lake. I know that somebody's going to say, oh, aren't you scared of getting lost in the dark? I don't get scared of getting lost because I never,
ever venture more than about 10 metres, oh, it's a duck. There was a person laughing. No, I never venture more than about 10 metres, like off an area that I'm really confident in. So if I'm walking along and I feel like, ooh, I don't know if this is the right way, I listen to my gut straight away. But the other thing is, I've been on this track because I walked in on it and I know where it goes, and it basically just follows the lake. So as long as, there's the lake through there, as long as I've got that on my right hand side and it stays about 5 to 10 metres on my right, I'll be on the track. Easy peasy. Okay, I'm going to turn the camera off because it's actually so much easier to navigate without the light shining in my eyes. Aha! Hello. Are you a weka or a possum? Gosh, it's hard to see because the light's in my eyes. You guys would have seen more clearly. I'm going to have to go and look back at the footage. I think that was a weka. Good timing. Here comes the rain. It's very dark out there now. Can't even see the lake.
Doesn't it sound amazing? I'm going to try not to talk because it's so loud and echoey when I talk. And the rain is so beautiful. Bring my own seat out because this one here is wet. I'm hoping it rains hard again. It was raining super hard, and now that I've got myself all set up out here, it's eased off. Hey, cheers! I got myself a berry, gin and soda. Gordon's premium pink gin and soda. No cup of tea for me. I got back here, it took me almost 45 minutes to walk back. About 40 minutes. By the time I got back here it was 6 o'clock. definitely time for a gym, for sure. I'm almost certain that thing out there by the outdoor covered cooking area was a weka, which is a bird. It's a big bird though, it looks a bit like a kiwi, but it's not a kiwi. The last bit of the walk was interesting. It got so dark, so dark. I was trying to conserve my phone battery. So I was walking in the dark. I didn't use my light. I also had this one in my pack. So I was fine. I was actually just enjoying walking through the dark. It was quite exhilarating actually. Yeah, it's a weka. They're walking all around. I wouldn't put it past them to come up onto this porch area. They're really cute when you're looking at them from afar, but when they're trying to steal your stuff, they're not so cute. I had such a late lunch that I'm really not hungry. So I think I'm just going to chill out for a bit, and I might have something a bit later on. And then it's going to be a hot drink and hopping into bed and reading. I had to get up this morning at 4:30 AM to get here on time. I was an hour later than I wanted to be, but I just couldn't bring myself to get up at 3:30. So I'm tired. I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep. The only thing I don't like about this, it's too small. I need another 3 or 4. Come on. Oh well.
busy in the morning. Good morning. It's gorgeous out here this morning. The sun has just started to rise. I've had a cup of tea and pancakes with blueberries and maple syrup. And as you can see, my camera light has given up. It seriously has the shortest battery life ever. It's ridiculous. I've given the hut a big sweep out. I've wiped down the tables and surfaces and put everything back where I found it. And the only thing I've got left to do is replenish the wood. It's a really horrible morning for that job. I had a look out of the window and the woodshed is basically sitting in a huge puddle. So there is still a lot of wood there. I mean, I don't have to get firewood in order for the next person to light a fire. But it's the principle, isn't it? I mean, it's etiquette. You replace what you use. Because otherwise the next guy has got to chop twice as much wood. And that's not fair. One has to know one's skills and one's limits, and chopping, this is the smallest piece I could find. Chopping these massive rounds of wood, that's not my skill level. And I don't care. I'm very good at collecting firewood, so I've collected a whole lot that's pre-chopped, but I'm not going to try chopping this. I'm going to hurt myself. There will no doubt be some big burly men coming and they can chop that. So what are my thoughts on staying at the Manson Nicholls Memorial Hut? Well, I think it's a fantastic spot if you've got a group of people, especially a family. I think it's very well appointed for families. I'm just gonna have to go straight through. Yeah, just go straight through, get my boots wet, get it over with. Everything's easy. But for me, that's the downside. Downside is it's just too easy. It was lovely staying there, but I found that I missed the connection with the outdoors. Being inside the hut made me feel like I could have just been back at home. And when I come out into the mountains, what I really want is to be connected with the outdoors. I love to feel the wind, even if it annoys me. I love to feel the rain, even if it wets me. I love the cold, even though it makes me cold. Because I love being able to solve those problems, light a fire, put up a tarp, and then I really enjoy sitting and watching nature. And when you're inside a hut, you don't really watch nature. You don't really get a really good feel of what's going on outside and around you. So for me personally, I like my wild camps. Camps where I take my tent or my tarp and head out. Oh, it's a bit of hardship when it can be overcome. Keep your eyes peeled, there'll be more videos coming. I'm hoping that on the next one Indy will be able to come. It just depends where I go because she's not allowed in national parks. Okay, you guys, take care. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining me, and thank you so much for all your support. I really appreciate all of you. You're amazing. Till next time. Bye.